where effectively the idea is you're going to, you know, pull the Ashe with Bjerg. Eventually when you get Hearthguard off of Bjerg or not, he'll put the Rekindler into Bjerg range, and then you're pulling Rekindlers off of Bjerg. And if you just keep hitting these cards over and over again, if you just keep playing Ashe and Rekindler and like Chronicler on Rekindler or something like that, then you have a board state that's just like hyper powerful and demands an answer, right? So this is the same guy. Okay, so we've got Ashe, Sentry, Chronicler, and Bjerg. So it's a little early for Chronicler, and this is a matchup where Sentry just feels kind of bad. God damn it. Fucking Sentry, dude. Like, it's so crazy that Sentry is just kind of a bad card right now. Do I want Bjerg? It's a little too early for Bjerg. I think I'll just go like this. I want some early game stabilization. Sentry isn't good. Yeah, I mean, right now in this meta with Fearsome and Elusive, Sentry is probably not a good card. That's the crazy thing. Your hair looks like a tentacle porn movie. Yeah, that was actually my inspiration. I don't think anybody else has noticed that. But that is actually, that's what I was going for. Did they make movies out of those? Can you? I don't know if you can call that a movie though. That's the one thing. Yeah, now he's got to open because we have Ice Collector. And we can't block. Wow. Trading this off. Spider down. Got him. So on 3, it looks like we'll have no choice but to just pre-develop this wolf. Oh, is he gonna go for the glimpse? Oh, he was thinking about it there. I would have loved to see a glimpse there. So, wolf, it's gonna have to be here. That's fine. Are you saying hentai is not a work of art? Well, it's artistic. I mean, if it's not feature length, it's not really a movie, right? And it's very rare to see like feature length porn these days. For, yeah, like hentai. I mean. Also, who the hell watches feature length porn?
I will unite the
Yeah, I guess it's just open Ashe, right? You can change your name to Swim in game, right? Remove your limitations. Oh, nice. I don't know. I'm fine with Swimithy for now. So Ashe is gonna frostbite the strongest one, which is this guy, and then my wolf is just gonna eat it. Yum. That feels pretty good. So this is a glimpse that we can't counter because we don't have Vile Feast mana, and we couldn't have had Vile Feast mana, so a little unfortunate, but that's fine. We're still basically forcing him to kill his own thing for free when he's kind of the aggressor here. This is a fun deck. I think that, like, just running it in my head, I know I haven't had a lot of experience playing Ashe decks, but I feel like this like kind of Shadow Isles package has to be the best way to run Ashe. It kind of feels like it's the only way, honestly. So this is the Nut Iceveil Archer. The power of this card is immense. I explained on my stream, like when I started it, like earlier, like how crazy this card is. This card is really, really crazy. This is like the strongest card in the game. I'm not exaggerating what this card is literally like. I've moved it to a 10 on my spreadsheet fairly recently. It's just a crazy card. It's just a super, super, super crazy card. I'm not really worried about Elise, am I? I don't know, whatever.
Not and ready.
Iceveil Archer is a reason to play Freljord, right? It's a reason to be in a region, period.
We could use a bite. No backing down.
If it's a fight they want.
Looks fine to me. There's a weird call to like jam for the Vile Feast on this 1/1, but I mean he has a big hand and 2 mana, so he could easily be on like second glimpse here. It's not terribly unlikely. So Vile Feast on Ashe means we're... Oh, Black Spear. Okay, then. So we can just go ahead and glimpse her. I don't mind that at all. Force the reactivity, and of course we've just got more Ashes. Because Bjerg will pull an Ashe at a 67% chance. It could pull Hearthguard, which... Yeah, that's the one problem with the Hearthguard trick that we showed off last game, which is like, it's really adorable, but then when your Bjerg pulls Hearthguard, and then you've got a second Bjerg for second Ashe, then it feels a bit worse. The Silverwing thing is noisy too. Dude, are all three of the new champions just really noisy? How do we mute them, bro? So second Ashe coming in big. I mean, I'll just play her here, right? This looks good.
All the world on one arrow.
Do you really need 3 Bjergs? In this version of the deck, I think I do. Bjerg is really nuts. Like, he's more rekindlers when you have Ashes. He's just great. He's more Ashes when you don't have Ashes. He's like, yeah, I don't think I can escape from the 3 of this card. I think it's just nuts. So yeah, this time you can see Ashe is actually getting levels in our Frostbite, so we've got like good odds for the level up Ashe here. Got Hecarim. Hecarim is pretty adorable. If we wanted to Vile Feast, now is the chance to kill the spider, and when he doesn't have the Glimpse mana, I guess. I don't know. A 1/1 Trump is actually going to be valuable on his attack because he'll summon the Ghost Riders. So I guess I will actually just take this Vile Feast. I don't think I'll need to float this much mana for his attack. So I think I will actually just take the Chump while it's secure. I think this is fine. He doesn't really run a lot of like 1 health things I want to kill anyway, so like saving the Vile Feast doesn't really do a ton. If I had a different hand with like more Frostbite opportunities, I would definitely bench this mana for more options. But we're going into like the 7 mana turn here, so we're gonna be at 8. So we've got like Harsh plus Glimpse or Harsh plus Brittle Steel, and keeping like the more mana doesn't really do anything there though, right? So now we've got, you know, our Chumper. Could like Harsh wins the Hecarim. I don't really mind it. Ashe will take the level up and then, you know, threaten the slap on the Hecarim, which I think is fine. Pretty happy that Harsh wins this out here. Looks good.
I'll lead us to victory.
But yeah, this is pretty good. So Ashe takes the level up. Ramfang block Hecarim. Yeah, Ramfang block Hecarim is probably fine. I don't know, is that better than Ashe block Hecarim? This dies to like double Vile Feast and keeps his Hecarim alive. Is this better? Why? I guess it's against Mark of the Isles. I don't lose my Ashe. I'm pretty happy to lose Ashe. I've already lost 1 Ashe, so we have Rekindler both ways. I don't know. Hecarim will die. Guys, Hecarim will die off the Ashe too! Okay, so we've got Glimpse for the Rasa. I think that's fine. It's probably better to keep the spider up though. That should be better, yeah. So yeah, blocking with the spider is not right. Well, it's I don't know, it's actually pretty close. Like, it's not really that big of a deal. If Ross is just gonna kill 1 unit, we have like stabilizers to this board, right? Our stabilizers are a bit slow is the one thing, but I'm also not really in a hurry here. So we Hearthguard, and now our Rekindlers are at 5, and we've got double Bjerg that are gonna be rolling between the 3 Rekindlers and the 1 Ashe, right? That's left in my deck. So now our double Bjerg is at 75% odds to pull Rekindler into the Ashe, which is pretty great. We're gonna need a second blocker for this board state, looks like. Frostbite on enemy, then Frostbite all enemy. Yeah. I'll just get a second blocker here and we're good. That's fine. Is there any good Yasuo decks? There are legends actually that foretold of the upcoming of a good Yasuo deck.
The shadow
They say that it's out there somewhere, waiting to be found. Whee!
Return to us.
It's pronounced B-jug? B-jug? No, the ER makes the sound. It's bjurg. Right? I hope Shadow Isles gets nerfed way overtuned compared to other regions. It's pretty nuts, yeah. I tend to agree with that. I mean, that's kind of what everyone was saying, right?
This is our homeland.
No backing down.
No harsh winds here is a little awkward, I guess.
Come from the dark. Such naivete.
It's probably worth doing this, because I can Brittle Steel to keep the wolf alive, but I think that's not worth it. Oh, he's got double mark? Wow. Most versions of this deck are running the single mark. Or sorry, they're running double mark, and he's drawn into both, basically. That's pretty good. I guess we just Vile Feast the Ledgers? Do we even want the Ledgers to have lower health? Because we're going to go down to 1, right? So probably not. I guess we just Vile Feast something completely random, right? Because Ledgers is already in Brittle Steel range when it gets hit by the wolf, right? Does this Fearsome feel like the top deck ATM? It's the most popular right now on ladder, and it's definitely a tier 1 deck. I don't know if I'd say it's the top deck. It's right now, it's the most common. It's like, for this like couple of days, it's the deck to beat. That being said, I think it's, I don't want to say a fad, because it is a tier 1 deck, and that's not really going away, but I don't think that this is like the, I don't think this is going to be the meta for the next like 2 weeks, right? Like there's going to be other, like, you know, flavor of the weeks or whatever that are going to come and go as well. So yeah, I mean, I think we just want to stick more to the board. So Bjerg right now is pulling the Rekindler at 100% odds, it should be.
Up there in the mountains.
Because we've drawn the third Ashe as well. So here's the Rekindler at 100% odds. And then that's the Rekindler into the other Ashe. Feels pretty good. That's going to be the leveled Ashe. Oh, we've got the Brittle Steel as well for the push through. Miss Lethal? Oh, with Ashe Crystal Arrow? Is that better? They're pretty similar plays, right? I don't know. I mean, I feel fine with this. So Ashe is always going to be frostbiting Legros. We want to force him to block with what, a card that he doesn't want to block with. Guess it's just Elise here. It's possible that Crystal Arrow play there had slightly better odds. I don't know. I mean, this felt fine either way. But yeah, I think this is a powerful deck. Some optimized version of this could be tier 1. It's not impossible. It's hard to say. I mean, what saves him here? Because Withering Wail shouldn't be enough, right? Okay. So yeah, seems like we're good. But yeah, the basically the big cost of this deck, the thing to understand is, like, so we've played 2 games now, and we're basically looking at the huge like combo we've showed off, which is, you know, the Rekindler, Hearthguard, Bjerg, Ashe triangle, where effectively the idea is you're going to, you know, pull the Ashe with Bjerg. Eventually when you get Hearthguard off of Bjerg or not, he'll put the Rekindler into Bjerg range, and then you're pulling Rekindlers off of Bjerg. And if you just keep hitting these cards over and over again, if you just keep playing Ashe and Rekindler and like Chronicler and Rekindler or something like that, then you have a board state that's just like hyper powerful and demands an answer, right? That's going to be really, really big, and that's going to be how this game closes out.